What's going on YouTube? This is Max coming back at you once again with another video. This time I'm going to show you guys how to hook up your Xbox Series X to the Samsung Odyssey G7. But before I go ahead and do that, if you guys can do me a favor by hitting that subscribe button and that like button, I greatly appreciate it. And oh yeah, one more thing I forgot to tell you guys. I reached 100 subscribers. Thank you so much. I really greatly appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. I can't thank you guys enough for everything, especially subscribing to my channel, liking my videos. It really means the world to me. But other than that, without further ado, let's go ahead and go into the configuration of the Xbox Series X. I'm going to show you guys how to game, more specifically of Call of Duty Black Ops at 1440p at 120 Hertz using the HDMI cord. And I'm going to go through the settings. So I'm going to show you the pros and cons on both of them. Without further ado, let's go ahead and start the video. Okay guys, so I went ahead and switched back over to the mic, so you'll see me right now recording the actual Xbox when you turn it on the Samsung Odyssey G7. But before you guys go ahead and start playing with the settings, make sure that you guys download the latest firmware update from the Samsung website, and from there, once you have the latest update, then you should be able to easily plug up your Xbox Series X to the Samsung Odyssey, and then from there you can get the set up the settings for the 1440p at 120 Hertz. So first thing you do is go into settings, go into TV and display, change the resolution to 1440p. Once you go ahead and do that, you go ahead and hit the refresh rate. That's at 120 Hertz. Once you click yes, you go into video modes and advanced, and you see allow variable refresh rate. That has to be checked in order for you guys to play at 120 Hertz or 120 frames at Call of Duty specifically. If that's not checked off, then you guys are not gaming at 120 frames. So okay, so if you go into the 4K details, you can see that everything is pretty much not taking except for the 1440p at 120 frames. And I'm about to go ahead and jump into the menu. When you go into the menu, make sure Freesync is enabled or turned on. You see I'm pointing at it right now, and make sure the VRR control is on as well too. And make sure you set your monitor at 120 Hertz. I'm going through the settings right now. At the very bottom of it, you see VRR control is enabled. Make sure it's turned on. Once you do that, let me show you the info. You can see 1440p with FreeSync on, enable at 120 frames, and with the latest firmware update on the Samsung Odyssey G7. Make sure you, I would say this again, make sure you guys download the latest software update from Samsung. Okay, so next thing I'm about to go ahead and do is switch to Call of Duty. And one thing I just want to give you guys a heads up to while I'm going through the menus right now, make sure you guys are playing the Call of Duty Black Ops, the Xbox Series X or /S version. If not, your Xbox Series X will crash. I noticed there's a bug. They haven't made a firmware update. If you don't see the X/S on there, you're gonna have an issue. Okay, so I went ahead and went to the menu, the Call of Duty menu, and you can see on the graphics, you can see that it's actually the 120 Hertz is enabled. You'll see that right there. You see 120 frames Hertz at refresh rate at 120. It is enabled once you do the settings that I'm talking about right now. So if you take a look at it, you'll see it's enabled. See, in other videos, or you might see YouTube videos for the PS5, those are different settings than the Xbox Series X. The reason why is because the PlayStation 5 doesn't have VRR at the moment, but the Xbox Series X does have VRR, and they also use an AMD GPU chip, and the monitor itself for the Samsung is also using AMD FreeSync. So I'm just going to show you a quick gameplay to just show you guys the 120. It's playing at 120, and I'm just going through this real quick. Just doing a quick match. Just want to show you guys on here. It's kind of really hard to really show you guys on YouTube because doing this at showing you this video in 4K, it only does it at 60 Hz, so I really can't show you at the 120. But I can tell you right now, it is amazing on this monitor. It is buttery smooth when it comes to this. At first, I was gaming at 60 Hz and on the Xbox, and I put it to 120 on Call of Duty. I mean, you could just, like I said, you can't see my face right now, but I could just tell you this right now, guys, that hooking this up and setting your monitor to this consoles for that, it is a world of difference. I'm telling you right now, it is a world of difference with the settings and stuff. So, but back to what I was saying earlier is that on the PlayStation 5, if you guys didn't know, PlayStation 5 doesn't have a 1440p. They only have 1080p at 120 Hz. And of course, this monitor is not a 4K monitor, but a 1440p. But the Xbox Series X, on the other hand, you do have the option to set this up at 1440p at 120. But you guys do have to enable the FreeSync. If you guys don't enable the FreeSync and you turn it off, the monitor will only do the 4K signal, and it will only do it at 60 Hertz. The reason being is not Xbox. It's not the Xbox system itself. The Xbox Series X system is more on the Samsung monitor. So hopefully Samsung will come up with a firmware update to fix that. But if you guys don't enable this FreeSync, then you guys will have an issue playing this game at 120. So right now I'm just doing a quick gameplay to show you guys the differences and stuff. Like I said, it's kind of hard to really show you guys on YouTube, but just take my word for it. For this specific monitor itself, it is amazing and stuff. It's amazing. It's definitely a game monitor. So what I'm about to go ahead and do is show you guys when I disable the FreeSync on this monitor, and show you that when I do that, you guys won't get 120 4K at 1440p at 120. So I went ahead and switched that off. You guys see I went on the settings just to prove to you guys. I'm doing this just to prove to you guys that if you disable FreeSync and just go about just with the regular settings, it won't work. You have to enable it in the VAR control. So you can see right there that when you disable FreeSync, you have all the other prompts on there that went through, but when you go to video mode, you don't see the variable refresh rate right there checked off. That means that you won't be able to game at 120 and stuff. So I went ahead and jumped back on Call of Duty, and I went ahead kind of like fast forward this a little bit. But if you go back into the graphics specifically, you can see right there, it's kind of hard to really see on the screen because like Call of Duty menu is terrible, but you can see that it's really disabled right there, and you see 120 Hz disabled. But when you have that disabled, you are able to enable ray tracing on here, but that's up to you guys if you're really interested to see ray tracing or not on this game. I'm really here for the higher frames. I like the performance mode. I like the higher frames on here. But I'm just going through the menu to just show you guys when you disable it, it's showing it's taking a 4K signal at 60 Hertz. So just like I said before, I'm going to keep on saying this over and over again. That's going to be an issue if you don't enable FreeSync. So what do you guys think? the configuration on the Xbox Series X, on the Samsung Odyssey G7, gaming the Call of Duty Black Ops. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe. If you have any comments regarding this video or any of my other videos, please just let me know. And like I said before, thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart. Reaching 100 subscribers means so much to me. Now let's go ahead and reach 200 subscribers. Hey, even 1,000 subscribers. Hey, that'll be the next goal. But thank you again. I greatly appreciate it. And until next time, see you on the next video. Have a good one. Take care.